Good morning internet and welcome back to the channel. Right, it's Wednesday morning, it's the 23rd of October and it is, what time is it? Oh, you know what, it never shows it on my phone when I want it to. Anyway, oh hang on, it's 10:23. 10:23 in the morning. Now it's saying, my phone, it's 7 degrees, so when we switch the bike on, be interesting to see what that says. Now I've been out for about 3/4 of an hour. I'm putting the last bit of kilometres, mileage, whatever you want to call it, on the bike. I want to get it up to about 420 and then that's it. I'm going to ring up, book it in for its service. It's a lovely day. It's not, I mean, it's not exactly roasting, but it's not cold, so yeah, not too bad at all to do the last bit. Now this ain't going to be long. I'm in a place called Treble. I was actually going to go and park up right by the sea, but I forgot it's the Treble market today. Trying to park there, well, you got absolutely no chance. So without further ado, let's get up. Let's see what we're going to read on this here. This guy is looking at me, he thinks I'm stupid because I'm talking to myself. Okay, first of all, let's put this in eco mode, which I always do. So I've done 408 kilometres, so as long as it's around about the 420, that's absolutely brilliant. Now the temperature here is saying 12, 13, well, it's flashing between the 12 and 13 degrees, and my phone is saying 7 degrees. So yeah, there's quite a big difference there between these two, isn't there, eh? It's nowhere near 13 degrees. It is more like 7. You know, you could take it, I don't know. Anyway, we'll see what it does when we go a bit further. Right, okay. So let's get cracking, eh? And this is, by the time I get home now, I might have to go around the block a bit when I get back, but all in all, it should be where I more or less want it. Let's have a look. Oh, that sun's nice and bright. Can't moan about the sun because it's something that we wanted for such a long time. Still quite a lot of traffic this morning because, like I say, it's market day in Treble. And you know, like I said, I was actually going to go down there and park up by the marina, but well, I just literally forgot all about it. You know, when it is market day there, you have actually got no chance to park there at all, none at all. But yeah, lovely crisp autumn, yeah, autumn morning, and like I say, well, you know, this will be the last ride on this bike prior to its going for its service. So yeah, that's a good thing. Well, not a good thing because it's the last ride, but you know what I mean. It'll be so nice when this engine has loosened up. It doesn't, they are torquey, but at the moment, because it's all tight and all new, it doesn't handle low speeds very good in the higher gears, you know. But it'll get there, hey, it'll get there. I have every convenience, every yeah, I'll do that as well. Just excuse me while I have my morning cough. Oh, look at this, this is a nice bit of weather. I mean, the idea was that I was going to come out around dinner time, but to be honest with you, I've got things to do today, so I thought, okay, get up, get out. I'd rather it warm up a bit, but hey ho, it hasn't. Not a lot I can do about that. Now I'll tell you a little story in a minute. A bit of a moan here, actually. It's not like me to moan, is it, eh? Who said that? Hang on, let me just get round this island and get out this traffic. I do detest traffic. It's alright, I'm just trying to miss these drain covers and manhole covers, because this time of the year with all the wet on them, they're extremely slippery. Right, so my wife and my daughter were going back to the UK for the shopping thing. They do it here, Brittany Ferries, good old Brittany Ferries, eh? They do this special trip, and what it is, you go over, well, when they were going over, you, hang on, let's just get up this, get me revs right. So this is next week, not this week. So next week on the Friday, they were on the Friday afternoon ferry at 3 o'clock, and they get into Plymouth for, I think it's about 8 o'clock on the night. So they booked a night's hotel for the Friday night, and then they've got all day Saturday doing what women love to do, which is shopping. And then they come back on the Saturday night ferry, and they drive home, and they're home for like Sunday after, well, lunchtime. Great. So they're really looking forward to it, you know, getting all the mince pies and Christmas puddings and all the things that us English like, which is a traditional English Christmas, not to mention girly shopping. So they booked the hotel, everything's hunky-dory. Then yesterday, my daughter had an email from Brittany Ferries. We're very sorry to inform you, but we've cancelled your ferry. And you know, I she's got, oh, okay. So she got on to him and she said, why? Oh, it's a technical difficulty. Because I never tell you, have they? You know, it's a technical difficulty. So now bear in mind, they've booked this hotel. Okay, I think it was about 50 odd euro each, I think, something like that. But yeah, so then they got back onto Brittany Ferries. Now plus my wife has had to put the time off work as well, so they got back onto Brittany Ferries and said, well, you know, is there another ferry? So Brittany Ferries said, well, we can do you one on the Thursday, coming back on the Friday, if you like, for the same price. It's not classed as a special, but we can do that. So then my daughter rang up the hotel in Plymouth and explained all this, you know, and they said, well, yeah, we're really sorry and all that, but it's not our policy. You can book a night on the Thursday night, but we can't give you your money back for the Friday. You know, one of them things in it. I mean, I suppose really they should have took out, you know, cancellation insurance, but then again, you know, you don't expect the ferry to cancel, do you, really? I mean, I know, I don't know, there's a few ways which you can look at it. So yeah, that's it. And it's, the thing is, it's just annoying, you know. I mean, my daughter did get back onto Brittany Ferries and say, well, hang on a minute, you're going to change the ferry booking, but what about the hotel booking that we've lost? And they said, oh, well, that's not our fault. Well, it is, technically, it is their fault, isn't it? They cancelled the ferry, so technically it is their fault, you know, but nah, they're not having none of it. So either way, which my wife's got to go to work today and see if she can change the days off. I mean, they could turn around and say, well, no, you know, you book those days off, and that's the way that it's going to be, you know. So yeah, not good. So good old Brittany Ferries, eh? Cheers for that, chaps. Where are we at? 414 kilometres, eh? Can't be bad. So it will easily do the 420, which is what I'm aiming for. The 98 up there, excellent. Job in the town. Zeros all my service things and everything else, and yeah. So I'm going to ring up today. Well, first of all, so I've got one day next week. This is the trouble. I know that sounds really stupid, but Monday I've got a hospital appointment. So I got to see about my good old foot and my injury to that, which is still far from perfect yet. So I've got a hospital appointment about that, and then on Tuesday is the day that I could take this for a service. The rest of the week, you know, I've got no chance. So I mean, but I understand if you can't do it then, and of course it would be nice if the day that he's doing the service, it could be a nice dry day, yeah. Because like I said, 2 trips, you know, one up and one down, if the weather's bad, it's just not funny. Still having to pay good attention to actually the roads. I was quite surprised, the roads aren't that bad. It does actually look like the one just down from my house, which yesterday was literally unpassable. It does actually look like they've made some attempt to clean it up, so yeah, I suppose that's not too bad. Right, well, this is Lander Deck. We're back here again. I'm just going to nip through Super U car park because it cuts the lights out, and just I don't know, just a bit of a shortcut really. That drying cover there, it's been loose for so many years. Every time he's like bang. I don't know how the camera picked it up, but or the audio I should say. But yeah, look at this. Super U quite busy this morning. These brakes now have really sort of nicely, look at that, I mean, you just got to touch them and they're really bang 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 bang. She shot me down. Do you remember that record? There, there's one going, a bit of a blast from the past. Can't remember who sang it now. I'm sure someone can tell me. Hey, bang bang, she shot me down. Was it he shot me down, or was it she shot me down? Yeah, I can't even remember. I can remember the sort of song, the title. I was going to say Tom Jones then, but that's Delilah, isn't it, eh? Why Delilah? I like our Tom, I really do. Sir Tom, eh? I do believe, is he from Reese should be able to tell me this. Is he from the Rhondda Valley? But I'm not too sure actually. I'm not too sure. But I like Tom Jones. I watched The Voice. The Voice TV. You know, it's done on ITV. I do like that. I'm a bit of a stickler for that sort of thing, me. Well, 420 kilometres, we've just hit it. By the time I get home, that'll be absolutely great. What I wanted. And it's been running, even though I say it myself, it's been running absolutely perfect. I will be glad when it actually gets to that, you know, fully running. It stops this sort of hunting that it does, which they do, you know. I mean, my Himalayan did exactly the same thing, and of course this one does it a bit more because it's a torquier engine, it's a more powerful engine. I've never understood runners, trotters, whatever you call them, joggers, that's the word I'm looking for, trotters, me. I don't know. Look at that house there, eh? I mean, you know, I can't. I don't know. Being a builder for many a year. What have we got here? Being a builder for many a year. I don't know why they just didn't flatten it. I really don't. Start again. I can't. But you know, I don't know. It's not my project. It's not my building. So I'm going to get the bike nice and clean, and before it goes for its service, and then when it comes back, I'm going to give it a nice good clean. I'm going to get the I'm going to spray it all over, and you know, for the winter roads, get everything nice and polished up on her. Our local football club there, look, eh? I don't know what that thing is there. They put that there. That's a medical centre, and then they put that thing, so I'm presuming that's some sort of scanning unit, or excuse me, they used to have them out when COVID was around. I just hope we're not in for another break of COVID, eh? That wouldn't be good. And I found neutral. Do you know, I think that's only the second time on this bike that I've done that. What it is, the gears on this bike are so silky to put in. I mean, you literally just have to touch the gear change and it just drops in. And sometimes you don't actually, you know, you don't do it enough. Do you know what I mean? Like me then. Indicator left on again. You know, I'm really bad at that. I am. The arrows are so small. He's getting some stick there, look, in here. Fair play to him. I miss my push bike, I really do, but since, I mean, I used to have to be careful before because of the old knees. My knees are fine, really, you know, unless if I do too much, you know, like too much riding the push bike or kneeling on the floor when I'm working on the car or something. But generally speaking, yeah, they're okay. But since now this is where I'm just going to change it. This is where the road was. You couldn't yesterday from here. This was one, because that's the field that they was doing. This was awful here, and then there's the farm, and going into it here, it was just thick, you know. So I take it that they have actually tried to clean it up a bit, which is makes a change. But fair play to the guy if he has. What was I saying about? Yeah, but since I've done my foot, it's riding the bike is just, I mean, I can ride it, but then, you know, I get back and a couple of hours later it's just, you know, I can't walk on the damn thing again. So yeah, I'll take it someone else has been out here, look. Or is that the cows? That's possibly the cows. I mean, you know, fair enough, they've got to come out the field, have they not? It's alright, I'm going to turn left there, and I'm just watching this car because they have a habit of just, you know, living in their own world. But fair enough, they managed to get out of the way. Indicator off, look at that, I remembered. So 424 kilometres, I mean, that's great. You can't moan at that. So yeah, there we go. My neighbour got his tractor out here working on his wall. He builds these stone walls. He does an absolutely fantastic job. I mean, he really does. So he's just done all this one there. Look at that. There he is. God bless him. And he did this one last year. You know, look at that one. It's an art in itself, and he really is damn good at it, I tell you. Look, you can tell how dewy it is, yeah? Okay, so let's just put that there and that there. And what I'm going to do is, look, let's just, before we switch it off, let's just check this temperature again. Bring it up on my phone. So it's still saying 7 degrees, but do you know what? I wonder if that's, let's just make sure that this is updated. Right, okay, so that's just updated now to 8 degrees. But that is still saying 15 degrees. That's a big difference, that is. Yeah, I mean, that is a huge difference. So it ain't 15 degrees at all. So Royal Enfield, I think you've well, it's come down to 14 degrees now, but even so, I was going up to 15 degrees, you know. That's 7 degrees difference, you know, that's a lot. So yeah, I think that is a worse reading than what I actually get on my Himalayan. The difference in that is about 3 or 4 degrees, you know. Anyway, okay, there we go. Job done. I've done what I've wanted to do. I've put the mileage on, or kilometres should I say. So the next thing to do is get it booked in. Oh, excuse me while I rattle around. This cough just is not going right. I hope you enjoyed this little ride. I know it was nothing much, but it's something that I had to do, you know, and I wanted to do a lot of short, littler rides rather than big rides, you know, stopping and starting, short rides, letting the engine rest. That's the best way to run a new engine in, whether it's on a bike or a car or whatever it's on. So I wanted to get it right. Right, I'm off. If you like this, give me a thumbs up. Any comments would be greatly appreciated, and if you want to subscribe, that would be even more appreciated. Like I say, I really do appreciate you know, every single comment that's given. I read it, I answer it back, you know. It's yeah, anyway, enough of that. I'll see you in the next video. Take care and bye for now.